Yeah, you got me. That's it. That means right? And you should get
Up next, Decatur Red Raiders. It's Coach John Ritter. His first season here at Decatur. Coach, thank you so much for coming. Players, thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate it. Coach, just introduce yourself, introduce your players, and kind of tell us a little bit about that coming season. We'll take questions, okay?
Good deal. John Ritter, head football coach at Decatur High School, year one. And then we'll let them introduce themselves. Start right here. One state.
I'm Dante Ross.
I'm Brandon Simpson.
Caden Watkins. Trey Greenwell.
Very excited. I think Decatur's a place that's very tradition rich. If you look at the coaches that've been there since 1934, there hasn't been a lot of them. And, to have my name associated with Coach Ogle, Coach Webb, Coach Thompson, Coach Rivers, Coach Adcock, that's a special thing. Hopefully with help of these guys, we add to the legacy that is Decatur football. And that's, they have always played extremely hard. They've always, a tough out, and whether it's playoffs, whether it's in region games or with Austin, they're a team that they may not look like the Dallas Cowboys, but they're going to play hard. They're going to play physical. They're going to play fast, and they're going to do the little things that it takes to be successful. And these four guys kind of signify all of that of what it means to play at Decatur. That's why they're sitting up here with me.
Coach, of course, we're very familiar with you coaching here in North Alabama. For the Decatur fans who might not know much about you and your coaching style, just kind of what can we expect out of the Decatur Red Raiders under your leadership?
Yeah, we actually played Decatur in 2020 and 2021, and I think they got an up close, live, living color view of what we want to do. And we're very old school, new school. We want to run the football. We want to play good defense. But playing fast and playing tough and playing physical is things that, regardless of talent, if you'll strike, you can be successful. And that's things that we've kind of been hammering home with these guys since February 1st is to be physical. And if you'll hit on somebody long enough, they'll eventually stop liking it. And I think these guys have been on the receiving end of some of that last year. And so they know what it's like to receive. Now let's go out and give it to a couple of teams. And with I guess our brand of football, we want to play good defense. We want to be physical. We want to run into football. And player experience is a big thing for me. These guys have got 4 years in our program. Dante and Trey have 2. The other 2 guys are a junior and a sophomore. I want their experience as a Decatur Red Raider to be something that they talk about for the rest of their life.
You're no stranger to tough competition, of course, but seriously, the 6A Region 7, it's tough week in and week out. Just kind of what are you looking forward to most about going up against some of these teams this year?
Yeah, it's probably the Premier League in north of Birmingham. That region in 6A is very tough. Then you throw in our non-region opponents, which are extremely tough, and we have no gimmies. And that's exciting to me, and I think it's exciting to live too as competitors. Obviously staying healthy is very important, and that's probably a huge concern for us is depth. When you play Muscle Shoals and we play Hartselle and Athens and Jasper now that's coming into the region, and it's good, cold, top to bottom. There's not an off week, there's not an easy game, but as a competitor, that's fun. It'd be a lot different walking into games that you knew you were supposed to win, and there's that pressure to win. I think we've got a little pressure to prove that that we can get back to what Decatur football is synonymous for, and playing in that region and then playing Buckhorn, Austin, Jemison, and Lee. We're going to get an opportunity 10 out of 10 weeks to do that.
Got one for the guys, and also, Coach, who or what may have inspired you all to begin playing football?
Well, definitely just growing up, just being around it 24/7 down here in the South, especially with like Alabama and Auburn playing, it's everywhere. Yeah, just seeing it. While growing up, Little League, started off in Little League. I didn't start off
as young as everybody else did, but I grew into the game and just loved it. And just growing up around it, just I started playing football in middle school. Since then, I just like doing. I'm not really sure. I just wanted to play a contact sport in basketball, playing that stuff.
I didn't have a choice. I grew up with a head coach for a father, so this player moved out, so I decided to play. And and that's part of the reason I'm a coach. Growing up in a household with a guy that still coaches now, he shows up on 1 or 2 days a week, and it's getting to know these guys. It's a really neat thing. So football is all I've ever known. I can't imagine myself doing something different.
I've got a question. Both one's going to be for the players and the next with you coach. The first one is simple. You guys got a new coach, a new you, new schemes, new culture. How's it been and what's it like? Had to transition from one coach to a new coach. Then the same question goes to you. You got a new team, new kids, new talent, different types of players. How has it been on the transition?
Well, Coach Ritter's been really good. He's really easy making it the change for us. So it's really not been hard. It's like he's been there all along.
I'll answer that, but good, Jared.
That
The change has been easy. He's made it really easy for us. Really, just like it hasn't been a change for us. It's just the change hasn't been hard at all. It's just been easy. He's giving you freedom to play. So get to do what you want and have fun.
Within the boundaries of what's expected. Kids are kids. Whether you're at Russell, whether you're at Red Bay, West Morgan, Deshler is an assistant, most shows as an assistant. The kids are the same regardless of where they are. They want to be treated right. They want to be worked hard, and they don't know it, but they want to be held to a high standard. And that's one thing that we preach. We coach all our kids, and that's something that if you sat in this room over the last, was this year 4, 3? It's the same thing every time. We expect our kids to do their job, but we're going to coach them to do their job, whether they're the starting corner or the 8th string corner. It doesn't matter. Player experience for me is huge. What is that corner going to do that's a freshman his senior year? If we don't invest in every kid, then we're going to miss on a kid that could be not only productive for us as coaches, but productive for himself to have a great career. And, this one thing, change is hard, and especially some of these guys, this is their third coach in 3 years. The way we do things is different. The expectations are different. The standards are different. But at the end of the day, I think these guys know that we're going to treat them right. We're going to be good to them. We're going to make sure that they have the best of the best, whether it's brand new uniforms, whether it's what we're eating for pregame meal. But with all that's given, there's a lot to be expected. We expect you to be on time. We expect you to show up and practice and get after it. And then on Friday nights, we expect you to produce and kind of cash in on that week's worth of work. And if you do that, then you're going to be successful, whether you're playing, Muscle Shoals or whether you're playing Columbia. It's no different. The opponent is kind of irrelevant. How we handle our business is what's important. And that's going to be the thing that I think we struggle with early is Muscle Shoals, Columbia, Coleman, Buckhorn. Who cares? Let's approach that Monday the way we need to approach it so that we can be successful. Let's approach that Tuesday. If the Dallas Cowboys are on our schedule, hey, great. Maybe we'll sell out and make a bunch of money, but our approach to that week doesn't change. And when we get to that point, then we are going to be very successful. And, I didn't go to Decatur to lose. I didn't go to Decatur to retire. I didn't go to Decatur to just have it easy. I think it's a job that, needs some love and kindness and a lot of work to get it back to what it's supposed to be. And, these guys are going to go a long way in helping us do that.
Question here for the players. Goals. And I'm not asking wins or losses. It's always good at that, I understand. But individual goal, team goals. And it may be something very small that you said, that you've not told anybody that was some little small thing one that affected the wins loss. But just wondering, month away from the first games, anything that you kind of said, hey, this is my team goal, maybe to go for secondary?
I think just to be coachable.
It's a bit age.
A lot of pressure on you.
Well, I mean, obviously, best case scenario, 15-0 state championship. But I mean, we just want to win as many games as we can and have fun and be the best that we can while we're doing it.
Yeah, the main goal is just win. Yeah, the main goal just like
And what they're going to learn, our main goal is to maximize our ability. You know, if our ability is to be 15-0, doggone right, we should be 15-0. If our topping out is 4-6 and making the playoffs, hey, let's go be 4-6 and make the playoffs. Now that's not going to be accepted year in and year out, but there, you know, if you maximize your ability and you do everything that you're supposed to do to be successful and you win, great. If you lose, that's okay too. You know, and I think as a society and as coaches, that's where we kind of get skewed is you're expected to win a state championship every year. Well, what if you don't have state championship talent and you've got 75 talent, you go 8-4? Is that not success? You know, if success is only judged on championships, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people in December. You know, what I want these guys to do and understand is let's do everything possible to maximize our ability. If we go out and our ability is 8-4 and we go 7-3, absolutely we should be disappointed. You know, because we didn't do what we were supposed to do every day to be successful. You know, and that's really the only time that you should be disappointed is, you know, do we have guys missing practice? Are we showing up late? Are we loafing on defense? Are we, you know, lollygagging on offense or whatever the case may be, where we're not maximizing our ability? That's the only reason to be disappointed in high school sports, you know, because, you know, I've been fortunate enough, I played for a state championship. We got hammered by Leeds when I was at Deschler as the defense coordinator. So was that season a failure because we didn't win it? We went 13-2 instead of 14-1? No, absolutely not. So, you know, maximize our ability, go out and make productive human beings that work hard and that are coachable and that, you know, don't let adversity set them back. You know, when things get hard, we push harder.
This is for everybody else up there. What is your favorite thing about Friday evening?
look at.
But just the atmosphere. I mean, that when you first come out of the locker room and you see just the stadium just starting to get full and just all the fans that are coming, just and the cheerleaders hanging up signs, it's just an amazing atmosphere just being out there.
I'm with them on that atmosphere. Yeah, it's just a fun you get when you walk out of the locker room, you just see people in the stand you get to put in. Same.
Sure.
I love after a big win seeing Lincoln and Lillian run across the field. And after a big loss, she's died now, 9-year-old, 6-year-old crying because they're devastated because these dudes are heroes to them. You know, Lincoln, he's got a number 4 jersey. Caden doesn't know that. He's got a lot of pressure on him. That's Lincoln's favorite number 2. So by default, Caden's probably one of his going to be his favorite players. And, you know, that's awesome. You know, having my kids grow up in the field house that's the best thing ever.
What has football taught y'all with the new coverage that you carry away?
Responsibility is a big one. Yeah. Take that a long way with you. So,
Yeah, just sticking together through everything.
yeah, responsibility is just keep it together.
Clinton, go ahead.
The uniform don't make you a distant person.
You know, adversity. What are you going to do when things get hard? And, you know, something that they hear, you know, I talk to them like they're grown men because they are. You know, 2 of them are going to be graduating and going to college. What are you going to do when life gets hard? You know, there's going to be times in your life when something happens. You know, are you going to walk out on your family because it's hard? Are you going to not be a good father because it's hard? Are you going to not be a good husband, not be a good church member, not be a good worker or whatever? You know, bad things in your life are going to happen. It's how you respond. And in football, there's no greater example. You're going to get hit in the throat 60 times a game if you play one way, 85 to 90 if you play both ways at a small school. And when you get hit, you get knocked down. The easy thing to do is quit. That's why we've got 102 and not 202. It's because football's hard. It's supposed to be hard. But the life lessons that you learn about getting up and facing adversity should make you a better man. And that's why, I'm a huge proponent of football. If for nothing else, people talk about NIL, they talk about scholarships. This makes you a man. Playing basketball is great. We want basketball players. We want baseball players. But them other two sports, you don't get hit in the throat. If you do, it's against the rules. You can get hit head with baseball, but you won't get first base. So just being a man, and when life gets tough, blow your neck up and find a way.
Coach, been here all 3 years. I really appreciate your support. You've been very, very supportive of everything we've done here with the scoreboard and then the media days. Somebody had players, we think got to this. It was a great experience. I said, I'm still waiting for peace to get here. That's another situation. But we're backed up, but it is coming. But like I said, from all of us, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely. Thank y'all.